Even though I mention and have expressed that I generally dislike the gear system in Injustice 2, I can agree that not all of what it offers is bad. So in today's video, I'm going to be counting down the top 5 characters with the best set of gear. In this video, I'm going to be counting down the characters I feel have the best representations of themselves through the gear system, which means most of the time, visually, they look pretty darn good. Oh, and by the way, the Q&A is still coming if you were wondering about that. I just decided to make some last minute final decisions on what that series is going to be all about. But anyways, without further ado, let's get into the top 5. Number 5 is going to be Harley Quinn. Through the many different versions of Harley Quinn in DC, almost all of the time the design for her went through a different approach. From the animated series, the Arkham games, the DCEU, and of course the Injustice franchise is no different. So it's only fitting that her gear system would offer a variety of things for you as the player to mix and match to see how your Harley Quinn would look in Injustice 2. Sure, there's a lot of gear that you can put together to make your design look really ugly and over the top, like this loadout I have here, which I created, which I literally named Ugly Ass because it looks so darn ugly, but there's also a lot of really good looking gear that she has, and when you put them all together, the design looks really great. Hey NetherRealm, give Harley Quinn and Arkham City and Suicide Squad epic gear pieces in the game in the future, because with these graphics, what can go wrong? Not to mention, her base design is also really good, so if you don't want to customize her, you'll probably just be fine the way she is. At number 4, we have Sub-Zero. Now, I know what you guys are typing right now, but you included him in your top 10 ugliest gear pieces, and well, yes, I understand that. You also got to know that was before Sub-Zero was released, and I was just talking about that specific loadout. Now that he's in the game, Sub-Zero actually has a lot of great gear to work with to make the entire loadout look so darn cool. No pun intended. Just take a look at some of the gear loadouts I have made. Now, I'm not saying I have the best gear, but I'm just saying I think these look pretty darn cool. I've made one that looks like Noob Saibot, one like Rain, a regular take on how my Sub-Zero would look. Yes, I know I said I didn't like the cape, but it's grown on me since the game has been released, or not the game, but Sub-Zero has been released, and it animates really well in the game. And then one with a Scorpion-like essence. Now, I don't have all of the shaders unlocked, but the shaders that he does have are so godlike and beautiful looking in this game. Is it just me, or does Sub-Zero wear the other ninja colors better than the other ninjas? I think the credit goes to the lighting of this game. Both Injustice 1 and MKX were so desaturated that the colors look so meh, but Injustice 2 is the complete opposite, and it definitely pays off. However, the huge missed opportunities stained the Sub-Zero gear for me. Turns out the Sub-Zero doesn't even have his Deception design, nor does he even have his MKX design, and better yet, he doesn't even have half of the designs he's previously had in the Mortal Kombat games. It's just MK1 and MK3. The sad thing is, Ed Boon said in an interview that all of Sub-Zero's past costumes would be in the gear system, and well, you know how that turned out.
As well as you've written a number of different variations of him. You can have him with a mask, without a mask, with a hood, without a hood. All these versions of Sub-Zero that we've done over the years, we're covering with the gear and all.
Coming in at number 3, we have Robin. Although I would have preferred Nightwing in this game, morally Dick Grayson, I am happy that we have gear that makes Robin look like Nightwing, and with the Staff of Grayson to go with it, which I still don't have, and also 2 good shaders to appropriately fit the Nightwing gear. But when you look outside of the Nightwing gear and objectively look at what he has that defines the Robin title, none of the gear he has really seem like something Robin wouldn't wear, with an exception of a few masks like this one, which is literally something straight out of the Black Swan movie. Seriously man, that looks so stupid on him, but this is a list video talking about the positive side of the gear system, so I digressed. Although there isn't gear in the game that can make Robin look like classic Robin, you can definitely be close at doing so, like this loadout I have here. Again, mostly everything he has is definitely something Robin would wear, especially Damian Wayne with all the different types of hoods he has. On top of that, his default design is great as well. It's all faithful to the character. Number 2 is Dr. Fate. Fantastic design from the start, and it even gets better with the gear system. Now granted, I actually don't have a lot of gear unlocked for him, but the stuff I've seen on YouTube makes me think, wow, there really isn't a single bad looking gear piece for Dr. Fate. Everything you acquire on him makes him look spot on perfect, and still keeps the vibe of what the character is all about. Order. There isn't really much to say, other than no matter what you have on him, he's gonna look great in it. One small gripe that I have is that he doesn't have a single gear piece in the game that gives him gloves, which is something Dr. Fate has always had. Is that too much to ask for? Hashtag gloves for fate.
I need healing.
And finally, at number 1, we have Red Hood. One of the key factors on the reasoning why Red Hood is so popular is, without a question, his design. Through the comics and the games, Red Hood has always looked like a badass and intimidating, and a perfect character to appeal to someone. As you probably guessed, Injustice 2 is no exception to that. His base design is faithful to the character, and so is his gear. One of the things that I really like the most is that you can make him look like how he was in Batman Arkham Knight, but it is kind of disappointing that the actual Arkham Knight gear isn't in the game. Maybe one day we'll get a multiverse event that's dedicated to unlocking that specific gear. One little thing that I just like to add is that I just love the cowboy belt that he has. Boy, does Jason Todd really like to show that he's a country guy.
You know we're straight out of that dirty south, dirty roads, nobody got no money. Got them signed up, pickup trucks, whistling at them honeys from the country, yes sir.
So those are my picks for the characters I believe have the best looking gear in Injustice 2. Do you agree with my list? Let me know in the comments which characters you think have the best looking gear. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like as it really helps my channel out, and let's try to get 100 likes on this video. Also, don't forget to subscribe for weekly Injustice 2 content. Anyways, my name is Brustpole Productions, and I'm out for now.
I need healing.